I miss you all the time, and like the moment that I'm finding a little bit of time, like a free time that like I can be live streaming and not receiving a call or a notification, or we are living right now in a world full of distraction. You cannot avoid distraction. Distraction is it could be your friend, member of your family. It could be like your job, anything like that. So thank you for those hearts. Thank you so much. Who's gonna be the first? Who's gonna be the first? Who's gonna be the first comment? Let's go, guys. Let's go. I need you guys for this. Yeah, I need that double tap of the screen, because the more I get likes, the more they gave us like more views, and like they gave us more people. Obviously, it's you. Yeah, yeah, Yashi. What's up? How are you doing? I love the new photo. Like it's kind like it's like it's like a horror stuff like that. You love that. You love that stuff. Horror movie stuff like that. M Great W. Why? What's that? Musa Great W. Why? Yashi. What are you saying? Yes, I love cringe things. Yeah, I know that. I know. You love gothic stuff like that. Yeah, I know by fact. Yeah, I saw when I saw your IG. You know, I discovered that. Yeah, and we never talked about you that you wanted to start like your YouTube channel, and you like you didn't like told me what happened about that. WB means. What about you? Oh, thank you so much. What about me? Thank you for cleaning me about that. Yeah, obviously, I love horror movie. I watch it like The Exorcist, all of those movies. And like, I think that like new movies, maybe I'm not watching, or I don't know, like if there is like some new, like beautiful movie. I'm just aware of the old one. Baby Yusuf. He's doing great. He's doing great. I was like arguing with him. He's in the other room. He's like, yeah, all the time. He's not like sleeping right. And yeah, how about you? What happened with your exam, stuff like that? Which type of movies, bro? Which type of movies? We are talking about horror movie. Tell us about one that you watch it and that you love it. Krishna. Where are you from? Lot of love and love for Yusuf. Thank you so much, Yashi. Thank you so much. You are very, very kind person. And like today's break, I'm going to my friend's marriage. Oh, that's great. 3 days break, I'm going to my. That's great. That's great, Yashi. That's great. And I love something about you that like you are all the time happy about the success of other people, and this mentality is gonna leading you to success. I swear to God, because you are all the time, you are constantly not thinking about yourself, and you know how to get like rid of depression fully is to not focusing on yourself, to like focusing on helping, on doing all of those stuff. And I know for a fact you are wired in that way. You are not like you didn't like I I think that you didn't like work it for that. Like you are wired, you are like that. So yeah. Jordan, hello bro. What's up? How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Yashi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. From India. Hi, I am from India. System, System 775. I saw like yeah. Double tap the screen, please, Jordan. System, please, guys, because the more I get likes, the more we get views, and like we get like new people here. So it's for us, for all of us, and thank you so much for in advance. I was like watching video, like funny video of like in India, like where they were grabbing the hair of like someone is like buying, and they grabbing their hair, and after that like the person who grabbed their hair, like he's like doing this and like he's turning to that. That's crazy. Like I was thinking, whoa, like if like someone is like walking, on those street and like he's get to, they are playing, they are playing very, very hard and they are calling that funny. Yeah. Don't know if it's funny, I'm thinking about myself that like I'm from India and like I'm, turning around on the street like that and like getting like, that's crazy. CCM2 is really, really scary. What's up, my bro? What's up? Once more Ushiambo. What's that name? Once more Ushiambo. I think that it's African. This is African. Not funny at all. All are same. No, I'm not saying they are the same, Yashi. I'm saying that like it was like, yeah, it was not funny at all. It was like going to the extreme and it's bullying. It's not even like fun. Yeah, I was like watching that on IG. Yeah, but like sometimes like I get like to die with laughing about that. I don't know, like they are making me laugh in a way because like I'm thinking about this person, like he's like unaware, is like walking and like he's get like stolen, like that's crazy. Jashan, hi bro, can you show your teeth? And Yusuf, it's never happened like in India. If you are on street, it's rare. You see such weird stuff. Everything is normal and welcoming. Would love to have you here. I know. Yashi, you are taking the defense of India. I know, and I'm not talking bad about India. I was just saying, like I don't know like the city or like, that was like in some village. It's not all India. I know that, Yashi, you need to know that I love India. I love the people of India and like, that like, we were like here like or the person was like from India. So, there is no hate or anything like that. Are you talking about prank video? Yeah, I'm talking about that. They were everything these days. People do anything to get views or go viral. Yeah, indeed, that's true. Blame your situation. It's easier than fixing it. Bro, like what you're talking about, like what are you talking about? I'm not blaming those people who are like, doing those video. Like I'm just saying that they went to the extreme and like my situation is fixed. I'm doing good. I'm doing really very, very good, Think about yourself, bro. I know you are not talking bad about even if I don't have like friends from India, still like I know like every country has like has like some bad people and good people. Every country. So yeah, bro, I'm doing great, Ryan Rahim. And you, how are you doing? I was busy with exams, so I couldn't come to your life. No, yeah, that's good that you did that. Of course, respect, Yashi. It's all about that. We have like Algerian here, people like who are like playing, doing bad stuff, and I can be, talking about them, and like I'm not talking bad about my country or anything like that. Like I'm just saying, some, yeah, like I was like just laughing about those videos. So yeah, there is no hate. It's all love. What happened with Krishna? Krishna, what happened with you, bro? Freedom of speech, all of those stuff. I'm not talking about freedom of speech. I'm t- I was talking about prank video that they were going to the extreme. They were playing very, very hard. They were bullying all older people. You play with someone who is old. you know, you get to like, you know, like put something in his face. I was talking about that, you know. So yeah, that's like I didn't love it. That, you know, that's my opinion. So that's my freedom of speech. What you gonna do about that? It's 4:19 p.m. in India. What's the time there? The time here is like yeah, it's 12 morning. Krishna, you are a hater, so don't stay here or stay. You know, I love haters. Obviously, yeah, you know, I saw that they were like playing, and I was laughing in first, but like at certain point, I saw them, you know, going to the extreme and like, you know, playing with like older people, like burning their feet, you know, with like they were like putting fuel, you know, and like, you know, burning their feet, and like when they burn their feet, like he's like kicking someone, like it's crazy. Like you need to watch that. Like if you didn't watch it, that those video, go watch that. Jordan, give answer if time started at the beginning of the universe. What does before even mean? See, that's the question like that all human beings are asking, you know, where we were like before we were born. That's the question. That's like lead you to believe in God, that you believe that there is a God, you know. If you are not a believer, you believe in that way, because like where you were like in 19, you know, 1900, like where you know, you were like, that's crazy, yeah. Think about those stuff, you know. Should I give Krishna time out? No, no, let him, you know. I love, you know, those like people who are like trying to trolling me. I don't have like any like reaction, you know. I just don't react, you know. Those days, you know, I trained myself to not react. I just trained myself so nobody can trolling me. And thank you so much, Lion Rahim. Thank you, Yashi. Thank you so much. You know, I love you guys. I love you so much. And like I, you know, sometimes like I know what I am talking about. Like I know, like, you know, my you know, I respect the people who are respecting me, even the person who are not respecting me. I give respect, you know. There is no problem. There is no problem. There is no problem. I was like, oh, you want me to speak again? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, bro. No, there is nothing. If the universe of infinity, does that mean there are infinite versions of us? I don't have any idea about that, Jordan, you know. I know like if in our religion that like if you go to paradise, you know, you're gonna stay forever with the infinite, you know. So when you're gonna die in our religion, you know, of course, as Muslim, when you're gonna die, like you're gonna stay, like when you're gonna wake up, and you know you're gonna be asked by like, you know, angel and stuff like that. So if you go to paradise and like, you know, you're gonna stay there forever, forever. There is no time. It's the infinite, you know. That's our religion is saying that. So yeah, and I'm fully believing in that, you know, because like thinking about myself, like I was born in 1989. So where I was in 19, you know, for instance, 1980, where I was, where? Just this question that Ryan Rahim said to me, you know, it's Jordan asked about, is like making you think about that, you know. Yeah, you know, he can give you time out, you know, Krishna, because like, you know, you're trying, you know, to, I don't know, Krishna, I don't know, like, I don't have time, you know, for that. Yeah. you know, right, you know, Krishna, you need to understand that, like, you know, we are not speaking bad here. You can like check every live stream that I did. I never talk about any country, bad about any country. I never did that. You can check every live stream that I did. I never talk bad about any country. Any country. So talking about India, you know, they are the first who supported me. They are the first who like was like on the live stream. They were the first, you know. So I love them a lot. You know, I started to speak their language. You know, I started to understand their culture, stuff like that. So coming up, you know, like just like I was like trying, you know, to have fun talking about, and they were making me, you know, laughing, dying of laugh, you know, when I was like watching those videos. I was watching with my friend, we were dying laughing, you know, and like, you know, I was like saying that they were going to the extreme, you know, for like for doing those prank. I don't know about, you know, other stuff than that. You know, I was seeing that they were like doing that in some village, you know, and they were, you know, some poor people or stuff like that. I saw like some, you know, old people, you know, getting pranked. I just said that like they were going to the extreme. Is that bad? I'm saying, is that like, judge me now? Like I will, like I'm saying something bad about Indian people in that way? Just tell me. You tell me. You tell me. I don't know. Of course I love India. Of course I love India. Of course I love everything about like Indian people, you know. I love their charisma. I love, you know, I love the way that you know, as like Yashi, like is she's like supported me like from the first time, you know, without any reason, without any reason. We don't have anything, you know, related or like, you know, that like she gonna like take something from me or gonna take something from her, you know. So like the example are here, you know. I love my Indian fellow, you know, they are all my brother, my sister. So yeah, don't have any problem with that. See, like, yeah, Jordan, that's a beautiful question. You see, like, I'm all the time, like, seeing myself as, like, you know, when you play a video game, that's like, I took that for a long time. When you play a video game, you know, you have your character. And this character, you know, you can, like, add to him, like, superpower, you know. You can, like, making him, like, run more, you know, personalizing his weapon, stuff like that. So, like thinking about yourself as a video game, I swear to God, you can save your life by doing that because, like, you know, our brain love to learn by playing. If you wanted to like teach like a kid, you're gonna teaching him by, you know, by playing. You play with him and you teach him at the same time. So, you know, as you like, you know, you do that with yourself. You think about yourself as a character of a video game, that you are, you know, in a game, and that's the game of life, you know. So like for instance, I'm skinny, I'm gonna get jacked. Like the video game, you know, like San Andreas GTA, you get like your character to be jacked, you know. So like, you know, those stuff, like, you know, you get your first car, stuff like that. So you work, you save money. There was like a video game called Shenmue. You know, you get to work and you save money and for like renting another apartment, stuff like that. So if you think about your life in that way, I swear to God that you're gonna save your life. Because like you know, all you think that your life is like a movie, and the movie is start, you know, you are the character, you are the main character in that movie. And you know, like in that way you're gonna enjoy life playing, you know, like doing all of those stuff, like, you know, like a video games. If you ever like loved a video games, you're gonna understand like Sims, you know. Sims, you build a house, you build the character, you know, all of those stuff, social interaction like with your friend, all of those stuff. don't know what anything beneath the beginning. The beginning was like long before. Yeah, there is no like such a beginning. You just start and that's it. Yeah, even if you want to Krishna, it's fine. People can do whatever they want. It's not up to me. I was not even having an opinion. I was like just telling a story that I watched a video. Fine, that's it. And Krishna, I don't have any hate for you. You are the welcome, bro. And my name is Yusuf. I'm a pastry chef. I'm a content creator here. So what's up? What's up? So where you from? You can say where you from. You can like, yeah, you can be a part of our family, and you are the welcome. And there is no hate, Krishna. That's why, like I said, yeah, I don't have any hate, bro. Like, why I'm gonna bothering myself to live stream if like I hate people? Like, I love people. That's why I'm live streaming. I love to connect with people. I love to talk with people. Like, even the person who are like trolling me, I love to understand why they are trolling me. Maybe, I have like, maybe something wrong with me. I love all that's why I love to connect with people. And there is a saying like, the more the more you shake hands, the more you do money. I know I said that a million of times. And it's not, the saying is not about money. It's just a saying. The more you shake hands, the more you do money. Do you believe, guys, that like one person can change all the course of your life? I'm saying all the course of your life. I know, like I have two brothers, like they are so rich. My half brothers, I have two. They are very rich, and I have like a lot of we have lawsuits, we together, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get deep on that. I remember, like, on the 25-year old, something like that. I was very, like, I was like maybe 5-year old or something like that. They are like very old than me. And person, one person, like, my dad gave to them money to start their business. And one person, he was like the husband of my sister, changed their life because like he get them he gave to them how to do business in Spain, how to import like do importation of like cosmetic stuff, like stuff like that. So they started they started their journey with in business with the help of this guy. So see, like one person can change all the course of your life. So that's like I'm saying, like it's like and it's not just like you're gonna know just one person. You get to know no person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. That's why we don't need to give up, you know give up on people, give up on yourself, give up on saving money, giving up on like working out. That's why like consistency is everything. Consistency with relationship, social interaction. you know you don't gonna know just one person. You're gonna go to your work and you have like your coworker. You have two choice, like isolating yourself, not talking with them, or like having fun talking with them, making them as your family. You have two choices. And I'm saying, like, connection with people is very important, guys. It's very important to connect with people, because you cannot, like, this mentality of like you're gonna live like a wolf. It doesn't exist. You see, like, even like with yourself, like you're gonna get bored. How you gonna like do money with yourself, like alone? you know isolation is not good for us. You get to depress yourself, you get, that's why, like, nowadays, like, you can be having like social interaction like easily. Jordan can connect with Krishna, Ryan Rahim can connect, with Yashi. You can connect with each other, and that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing about, that's like, in social media is making it easy. In that way, we don't need to demonize, social media just for like the distraction. And you can be distracted by, a member of your family. You can be distracted by your girlfriend. You can be distracted, by your friends. It's not just the phone. It's not just the phone who is like distracting us. Like, let's be real. Like, social media nowadays, you get, to know people, to, that's like, those Jordan, those stuff, we don't have any control on them. uh, yeah, the weather, how, where we were born, at what time we're gonna die, all of those stuff, we don't have any control. That's why that they are saying that's why, like, the importance of staying in the present moment. Stay in the present moment. Don't stay in yesterday. Don't stay in tomorrow. Stay right now. you know and right now, like, what's your next move? You need to think about, like that. If right now I need, maybe to, do something like today, like, for right now, like, why like I'm gonna, like, to think about tomorrow, if like I have some work to do right now, and it's gonna impact tomorrow. So, like, staying in the present moment gonna saving you like a lot. Don't stay in the past, and don't stay in the future. The future gonna, like, giving you anxiety, and the past gonna giving you regrets. And regret is a poison, and you're gonna poisoning yourself. Imagine, like, hating someone. You are poisoning yourself when you hate someone, because, like, the moment that you're gonna think about him, or like you're gonna seeing him, like, you're gonna feel like your biology is changing. You're gonna get angry and stuff like that. So if you don't have any hate for anybody, you don't gonna experiencing that. So, yeah, like, life, life is like, is it's easy sometimes, to talk about those stuff, and thinking that, like, it's in our responsibility, to make stuff happen, stuff like that. And understanding that life itself, it's very, very difficult. And, a lot of people, like, died without, having some, they were having a question, they didn't had the response. So, yeah, like, that's like, that's why, like, we have this, like, this thing of, like, reminding between each of us. A reminder can be very, very, very good for us, because, like, we are human being, and we are forgetting all the time. We forget. We are making goals, you know and, like, after a while, you get distracted, and you forget about all the goals that you were, like, thinking about. So, yeah, guys, double tap the screen, please. Be kind. This is the freest way to help this channel. I want to beat my record. If you want to help me, guys, I want to beat my record. I want to get more and more and more views. I'm be honest with you guys. I have, like, the most popular live stream that I have is like 1,600 views. I saw some people, who were having like 10K views in live streaming, and, like, I want that. My topic changed, you know. I'm come back. Listen, the topic I have. What is the topic? So the topic can change, you know, about like the question, because like if I'm coming here talking about like, you know, talking about like how to quit smoking, for instance, I did that, you know, and I have like a full story about that. I can like sharing with you. I shared that story million of time here, that I had a heart attack because like I was smoking for 18 years. You know, I did surgery in my heart, sorry, and like, you know, I quit smoking at that time. You know, pain changed in me. I talked about that story, you know, for like, you know, for the people who are like still smoking. They're gonna hear that story. Some of them maybe can quit. If one of them can quit, like that's my happiness. So Krishna, so the topic can change, you know, from, because like when I'm coming like just telling the story, I'm not responding in that way to the comments. So that's why, you know, like it's up to you and it's up to me, you know. If you ask me question, I can get deep, you know, and like talking about like a subject that you're gonna bring on 23 February by exam. Yeah, are you prepared? That's the question, Jordan. Are you really, really prepared? Because like if you are like well prepared, you don't gonna experience anxiety. But if you are not prepared and you are like letting every day every day pass, and like, you know, you are saying that like you're gonna study tomorrow, and like, you know, did the hard work, bro, and like, you know, prepare fully yourself, and like, you know, get rid of this anxiety by saying, you know, the note, and you know, it's not up to you. What is up to you is like the work that you're gonna do before. So prepare yourself before you don't gonna experience anxiety. Did you quit smoking? What did you start smoking in the first place? So I was smoking cigarettes, you know, nicotine. So, you know, I experienced, you know, some moments. Salam, easy. What's up, bro? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And you? I went to through withdrawal, of course, yeah. You know, in my young age, you know, I experienced it like a lot of, you know, stuff. So but smoking was the thing that like I was like very consistent with that bad habit, with the toxic habit, you know. Imagine like the moment that I was like waking up, like the first thing that I was like doing is smoking a cigarette, you know. So 18 years, and in these 18 years I was all the time trying to quit, all the time, every day I was consistently saying, tomorrow I'm gonna quit. Tomorrow I'm gonna quit. Tomorrow I'm gonna quit. I swear to God that 18 years passed. That's crazy. And it passed so fast. To the age of 35, I had a heart attack, and I survived that heart attack, because like not a lot survive from this heart attack. And it's not me that like I am powerful or anything like that. Like that's, you know, God saving me, you know, and God saving me for a reason, of course. You know, it's this life that I have right now. It's a bonus, you know. So yeah, you know, yeah, of course, Jordan, of course. But like, you know, even Muslim, you know, are not perfect people. That's what you need to understand, Jordan. Even Muslim people here are like, you know, drinking alcohol, like they are doing sins, you know. uh, it's not, you know, Ramadan Kareem, Fatan, Fardin, yeah, you know, Ramadan Mubarak. God is great, yeah, God is great, you know. We are not perfect, Would you say mind over matter? I keep my mind busy. You know, I I started to do something like, not complaining, not talking, about anyone. And even if someone is getting me angry, I'm not focusing on that. And like keeping my mind, busy by, creating content here. Or like I have like a book I'm gonna showing to you. It's about habit. Like I get my focus with that book. Praying, walking, going for a long walk, long wandering walk, without my phone. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Focus on something. Don't let a lot of like, free like time that like, you're gonna like just not doing anything. And especially like the moment that you are waking up, no, don't think about negativity and don't complain. Especially don't complain, because like gratitude is like giving is like the key of happiness. Gratitude, if you are grateful for the life that you have, and I think that your mind gonna be occupied like by that. Like he's gonna understand that we are grateful today, and we are feeling that like, we are like blessed and stuff like that. So it's very very helpful. That's why, like, I was sharing this story, Jordan, at the age of 16. Yeah, I started smoking at the age of 17-year old. So, yeah, that's why I'm sharing this story. And I will share that story again and again and again. Sometimes people hear from the chat, they are like new, so like that's why like I'm sharing again and again and again. And what, like, repetition is very very good for the human being, because like, as I said it, we forget. So like repetition is very very good. Where are you from? Krishna, I'm from Algeria. It's in the north of Africa. It's between Morocco and Tunisia, and we are not like far from Spain. Bro, where are you from? I'm from Algeria, if you know Algeria. Okay, I understand. Jazak Allahu khairan for answering. Oh, easy. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Jazak Allahu khairan. Anta ya akhi. Easy. You are a very, very good person. Thank you so much. Easy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Al-Arabi. Al-Arabi. Yeah. Pattern. Here in Algeria, some of us are Arab, some of us are not, because our country was colonized by France for 130 years. You can imagine that. And so before that also like Spain, and before that was like Turkey. So, and like, before there were like, uh, we say Futuhat Islamia. You see, like they were like Islamic, civilization, or I cannot like, I don't know how to explain that. So, if you see like people here in Algeria, you can see someone who's like, he's a Chinese with the blue eyes. You see, uh, a black woman, like she's like, like you think that she's like from United States. We are a mixed race. We are a mixed race, so don't know like if like we are fully Arab. I'm seeing myself having Arab, you know, in myself. But anyway, I have my grandparent. He's like from Turkey. I will share his photo with you. What I think about like generation, and I will be honest with you. I have my daughter, she's 17-year old. I think positive about this generation because like they have all the information available. They just need to low key, on the craft, on the thing that they are like doing, whatever the thing. If they are studying, they need to avoid distraction. They have like this generation, if they are like getting just their focus right, they're gonna do a lot of beautiful stuff, because like all the information is available. We were ignorant at the age of 16, 17. We were not having internet, stuff like that. So I'm thinking good about this generation. I feel that they're gonna do something really, really, deep in term of like maybe, uh, inventing, in the future. Like I'm not talking about like everyone, so yeah. I cannot have any hate for this generation because like I have my daughter. My daughter, she's 17, so you know. And the Arab, so the Arab, I told you, the Arab is the Futuhat Islamiyah. They open, civilization, Arabic, Islamic, before. I don't know the full story about that, but like, yeah, it's amazing country. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm Gen Z. Yeah, like those that are like just like they are naming millennial as millennial, Gen Z, stuff like that. So whatever, yeah. بخير. أي 12 ونص. Yeah, yeah, Krishna. Yeah, exactly. Ottoman Empire. Yeah, exactly. So Ramadan is fasting about everything, fasting about not like uh, not lying, not stealing, not drinking alcohol, not doing any drugs, not eating food. It's not for you to suffer. It's for you to understand that to understand like that like food, having food in a table, it's a blessing, because like when you are like starving, all day, and when you eat you are grateful, and like not drinking water, you get to know the importance of the water, and all of that suffering is necessary, for understanding. And if you see science and doctors are like all talking about fasting, and fasting was like in the Quran like for like a million of years, before. So imagine like that's like science is talking about that. So there is 13 days that you fast about everything. As me, like I'm going outside, I cannot like you know looking at a girl or anything. Fasting is about a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's still fast. That's Ramadan, and like it's not just about fasting. It's about helping people with food, for the person who don't have, helping people, praying, doing a lot of prayer. And it's a lot, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's not just about food. And listen, in our religion, sick if you are sick, having any sickness, you're not allowed to fast. That's how God like love us to be healthy. It's not like it's not for you to suffer or to be sick. So yeah. I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. I met my friend. I met with one of my friend, and yeah, we were talking about like maybe we gonna have like a relationship together, and I don't know. She's helping me right now with my son, and I don't know. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Like I'm still, I'm still thinking. I get two divorces, so that's why like I'm not quick. Quick. Deciding about anything. Like especially marriage. Like marrying someone like I'm not at the age of like cheating on my wife or doing something. So I need to think like a lot of think like really deep about that before like I do anything and like setting every standard and between me and her, like, and maybe yeah, we're gonna make something happen. If like if something happen, I'm gonna share that with you. You can go to my live stream, you can see the girl is like in one of my live stream. I think like yeah, I don't know which one, but like yeah, she's like in the live stream. Bro, what do you think of Nepal? I don't have any information, bro, about that. No, I don't have any information about that. You know, I don't know, bro. Krishna, I don't know. That's a beautiful question. That's a beautiful question. Who is more loyal, man or woman? Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. That's a question. That's a question of Jordan. Guys, who is more loyal, man or woman? In your opinion, Jordan, you are not you are the person who asked that question. So for me, I'm gonna say yeah. I was going to say that men are more loyal, but like yeah, we're gonna say I think that men are more loyal, but like at the same time, yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of story, yeah. I think that like the, the two man and woman you can see the bad and the good in every person in every country, in every person, in the man and woman, in it's not just one person yeah, it's a whole process. Man giving everything all in love, and sometimes the girl is giving everything in love, and like she's getting betrayed by she's or she's getting betrayed by by a man. Sarvan, listen, for like for the purpose of motivation, I will say that I will be saying that imagine in 100 years that nobody gonna remember our names, and even us we don't know like the full like name of our grandparent and their story and everything about them. So first of all, avoid any opinion of other people. Don't focus on what people are like thinking about you, or like so, and remember that you have just one life, so live it freely and get after it, because you have just one chance, one opportunity, one chance. You don't have like, the second life. So get after it, especially if you are, in your 20 or anything like that. You're gonna regret, I'm in 37-year-old. And like I can be saying to you that, like, in your 20, 25, if you don't like do like something like a sport or anything like that, you cannot do later on that, because like you're gonna have more responsibility, more stuff to do. So maybe you're gonna get married or anything like that. So yeah, that's like, and motivation don't last, it's your discipline, it's your habits. Build habits, even if they are like little habits, little habits. Build habits, and like build like a system. When you build those habits, when you are doing those habits every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, you are wiring yourself to be this person. It's gonna be your identity. So if you are like every day, working out, you do that like in a year, you are a person, like you have this identity of like, a person who is like, not missing a workout, like, even if you are like sick or like tired a little bit, you're gonna do your work, you don't gotta like, it's creating habits. It's like, we that's like, in that way, it's better than, motivation, because motivation don't last. You get this, boost of motivation, and after like a little while, you're gonna like, don't have this motivation. But when you create like a system that is like working for you, it's different. It's different than, just like motivation. It's not the same. Building habits, I have this book, I'm gonna like, you know oh, Shani Mikhail, good afternoon, man. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Shani Mikhail. And you? Adopt me, bro. Adopt me if you want. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. That's the book, Atomic Habits. Atomic, it's not meaning automatic. It's mean atomic, it's mean like little, little, like this atomic in the space, they are like just like, so yeah, like this book is talking about like the importance, is James Clear book. Is talking about the importance of creating habits or avoiding bad habits, because they are the responsible of your growth, or they are the responsible of, of like losing all your life, like by all the time like getting distracted and stuff like that. Like, but when you create like a system that is working for you, it's not the same. It's not the same, it's not like motivation don't last, so discipline, the discipline of, when you say to yourself that you need, like, if like now, right now, I need to go to certain place, and for like, for a purpose of like making my business move, anything like that, and like I'm getting lazy, I need to say to myself, I need to go right now, it's not like that you're gonna motivating yourself just one time, you're gonna talk to yourself, having a discussion with yourself, having a discussion with yourself. It's you are not a crazy man by doing that, I was like going for a long walk and talking to myself, like, what am I like right now, like, a lot of stuff. So guys, double tap the screen. Are 3 people, 2 people, I don't know, I don't care, I don't care about like, uh like the viewers who are like watching me. I just like care about like the value that I'm gonna deliver to you guys, so that's the most important thing. What if the universe is aware of itself through us? Yeah, Jordan, Jordan, like, I have a lot of question similar to your question, and you know, yeah, don't know, like maybe maybe we're gonna like we're gonna discover, you know, the reality. Like I think like, you know, maybe when you're gonna die, you're gonna discover the reality, like in this life, you know. And in our religion, you know, it said that like our brain is not wired for like thinking about like God and the space and this, you know, that there is like that there is no time, there is unlimited time, stuff like that. So our brain is not wired in that way. So yeah, don't know. It's not possible that we are alone in this universe. No, we are not alone, Jordan. Of course, we are not alone. No, that's that's something. And you know, there is nothing wrong with having this question. There is nothing wrong. Uh, every person is a researcher. Every person in this world is a researcher. You know, all of you are researchers because you are researching. You know, you are having question. You know, you are like researching. So every person can be like a researcher, and you know, can ask some question, deep question like that about, like, you know, I was like watching a lot of like content about consciousness, you know, and like, you know, a lot of like subject like that. I was like, you know, addicted to that, you know, to learning stuff. I love biology, by the way. The biology of you know, of us, you know, of the human being. It is crazy like how our biology is working, you know. I was not knowing about, for instance, the cortisol in the morning. That is like, you know, I was thinking that like I'm waking up angry, fearful. I was like waking up, you know, scared. I was thinking why I am a coward or anything like that. But like when I was like learning about biology, it said that like in the morning you have this hit of cortisol, and this is like the hormone of, you know, you get scared. This is like the scary hormone, I think, yeah. And because it's get you to wake up. So you see, like this hormone is like waking you up. So like what you're gonna do with this cortisol is like, you know, showering, getting to the shower immediately, going outside, you know, walking, working out, doing something like that, facing the sun, you know. So in my mind, like I was thinking that like why I am like fearful in the morning. Like I was having this feel like scared about, like, if you ask me what you are scared about, like nothing. I was imagination in my brain that like, you know, some threat is like gonna like do something to me, you know, like. And it was just cortisol. If like I was like having this information long time before, I will avoid a lot of stuff that I did. Don't wanna get deep on that, but like I was thinking that there is something wrong with me, and there were nothing wrong with me. I learned about, like, you know, having those crash of dopamine. Like for instance, if you know, eat a lot of sugar, you know, in the morning, you're gonna get a crash in the afternoon. So you're gonna, you know, feeling like drainy and sleepy, and you know, that's not good also. Like the importance of drinking coffee, you know, the moment that you are waking up, waiting for 90 minutes to drink your coffee, to not experience like this crash. So a lot of like beautiful stuff I learned, like, you know, from Andrew Huberman. Oh, team, what's up, bro? If after that human can't get peace, then why we are born? Those are all beautiful. I'm gonna return to you, Jordan. I'm gonna like respond to team. Are you a young man? Things are questionable because of ignorance and belief of immortality. When you get older, your spirit recognize that your physical being is dying, but spiritual strong. I love that team. Team, I love that. I love that. So, see, Jordan, kind like it's responding to your question. Team is saying that as you are a young man, things are questionable because of ignorance and belief of immortality. When you get older, your spirit recognizes that your physical being is dying, but spirituality is strong. I agree with that. I agree with that. The moment that you get older, you get to be more spiritual. You get to be more spiritual. And I swear to God, some people are thinking that like getting older is bad. It's not bad. You get to be wiser. Some stuff that were like scanning you, they no longer scanning you at certain age. So just enjoy, your 20, your 16-year old, enjoying it. Um, like if I give to myself, to my younger self, an advice is to pursue, is to sacrifice, from my 16-year-old maybe to 25, just that, from 16-year-old to 25-year-old or to 27-year-old, in terms of like pursuing a sport, team sport or anything like that, because you cannot do that later on. In your 30, you cannot do MMA, for instance. You cannot do boxing. You cannot do all of those stuff, like, because you're gonna get older, because of responsibility, of your family. You're gonna get married. You're gonna do this and that. So, just like be with me on that. Allah, Allah. Thank you so much. This is. Can you do a protein for, bro? Stop that. See, like, like getting after it, at the young age, sacrificing, your youth, for the growth. And especially you're gonna regret that you didn't join a team sport, or like a single sport, I don't know, like boxing, anything, like, because you cannot do that later, in your 30-year old. You're gonna just like focusing on like building your family, and maybe even if you are not married or anything like that, maybe you are missing that you didn't get, the job that you love it, or the business is like not growing or anything like that. So you don't gonna have space time, for doing that. And in your 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20, all of those years, your parent is responsible for you. So, you have like at that time, like prepare yourself at that time, because like prepare yourself when you are like in a peace mode, when you have like, and especially like after like you get older, like nobody gonna be caring about you, not even your parents gonna, like saying to you like, yeah, like, I'm just saying, I'm 30, going to 37. I regret fully that like I was not disciplined at the younger age, because like if I was doing that, imagine if I was disciplined at the young age, like 17-year-old, I was disciplined, and like, getting after it, just working out like three workout like in a week, and like reading books, all of those stuff. If I was doing that with consistency and every day, I will be having like another outcome. That for sure. In terms of health, I will be never having like this heart attack, this previous heart attack. So yeah. All right. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. Ah, that's beautiful, team. Team, that's beautiful. Listen to this, guys. Guys, you need to listen to this. W2 team. First of all, W2 team, guys. Guys, W2 team. Team, making you part of the family, you know? Part of the family. You deserve that, bro. You deserve that, bro. You are right. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. That is like making me think, you know? Yeah. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. We must put away childish thing as we grow into a man. That's so beautiful, team. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's why I love, my brother and sister here. Like they are like, some people who are like, here, like on another level, on like wiser people and especially humble, Team is like from San Francisco and he was like a veteran, a military veteran, and like thank you for your service, team, first of all. And like he's like, sharing with us like wiser stuff like that, that's like I'm saying to you guys, like, that's like I'm making it for you a safe place to chat here, and between each of you, and to connect between each of you. I love that you connect between each of you, guys here. Muhammad, are you fasting? Of course, bro. Yeah, I'm fasting. I have heart issue. I can not be fasting, but like I'm trying, my best, and like I'm doing good. This is the 5 day. Yeah, hello, Lean line. Sorry for not responding immediately because sometimes I'm not. I'm talking about subject that we are debriefing. Where are you from? So I'm from Algeria. Can you speak Arabic? أنا أتكلم عربية يا أخي. نعم. أنت مين يا أخي؟ محمد موسى. Hi bro. What's up? I recommend this book fully, for the person who didn't. Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits. This is a great book. احبس يوسف احبس. ماشي زعل. Yeah, this is God. Thank you, team. Yeah, even like you are like, let's say you are a messenger, or yeah. But thank you so much. What is your mother language? My mother language is Darija. Where you from? Say to me where you from. Just that. Where you from? I can be speaking with you with whatever, like, the language that, like, I've also Rich Dad and Poor Dad book. Yeah, Rich Dad and Poor Dad book. I love it, but like I don't love the way that he's saying that, like, you need to get some debt and starting, because I hate that. Don't know, like I didn't love it. Rich, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. It's beautiful story, but like, yeah, don't know. بس قطع books, because like he's talking about, like, and like I didn't love it the way that he's like doing podcast, and like, yeah, screaming on the interviewer. That's why, why loyal person, why always loyal person meant to wrong person. So there is like saying that, like, when someone gonna like grab from a garden a flower, what's he gonna choose? Like, he gonna choose the most beautiful flower. So those bad person, are like choosing, you know those beautiful good spirit to harm them. It's like that. It's like that. John gets to educate yourself and don't talk bad about my religion, bro. Be respectful and like stop that shit, bro. And like you can have an opinion and that's it, but you are going, to the extreme. I'm not talking about bad about any religion. So be respectful, bro. Be respectful because, like, I know that this you cannot say in it in front of person, who is like Muslim. You cannot say that, I know for a fact that you are coward, and you cannot do that. I know that you cannot do that. Never, But here you can like write that and that's this information is false first of all, and I don't want to like to explain to you because you don't deserve anything to be explained. So you are like just a person who is like judging, you know me like myself, like even like if we talk about like Epstein file or anything like that, I'm not interested on those subjects, why I'm gonna focus on like someone to don't know like to see someone suffering or anything like that is crazy. Like it's not in my control or like to see like I'm speechless. No, yeah, of course, team. No, I'm not offended now at all. I'm not offended. It's just like, I'm saying to him like that is like, it's not good to disrespect, like a religion, Anyway, I'm doing good, free life. Refresh my memory, free life. We talked, yeah. We talked before. Refresh my memory. I'm doing great. Thank you so much, free life. We were all slave. If you want to talk about that, we were all of us were slave. In some, in yeah, all of us. قال هي وقيل عم عبر ليش مسكسيني انا. No, we're not taking it seriously and like improving your English. That's so beautiful. Keep writing, and that's no, I'm not judging, and that's the beautiful thing about about not judging. You see, like even a person like who's like trying to learn something, and if you don't judge him, he gonna keep like learning. But like if you are like judging this person, he gonna quit, that pursuing that thing. So I will never judging you, Jordan. And if you need anything, in a term of like growing, your language, English. يوسف غير شو يهضر أنا stream. How is your life? I'm doing great. I'm a parent, like 5-year old here. I'm a pastry chef. I'm a content creator. I love content creation. I'm doing good, Yeah. شد لي هكا تليفون شد لي هكا باش قابلني هكا لا هكا شد معك حاسك مراك شد عليه. It's for him, huh? I'm fasting. Why I'm not fasting? Doing good, doing good. Thank you so much. Life is good. I look like I am down. Oh my god, why you are saying that? Usually, listen, usually I'm not talking about religion, I'm not talking about politics because we never gonna agree on religion and politics. You know, you're gonna choose your side, or like you're gonna have this heritage, you know, that you are Christian or you are Muslim or you are Jew. So we're never gonna agree on that. But what we're gonna agree on is that like you show up as a good person. You show up, you know, respectful. You show up, you are disciplined person, you know. You are like clean, you know, like person. Like those stuff like are better than like what is your religion and what is your political side or anything like that. People gonna like people gonna focus on, you know, on like if you are respectful, if you are like, you know, don't know, like a lot of stuff, beautiful stuff about yourself that like can speak about you, you know, your actions speak about you, you know. If you are helping people, you know, whatever, like if you are not a if you are not a non-believer and you are doing like beautiful good stuff for people, like people don't gonna like asking you for your religion or your political side or anything like that. So that's the most important thing. So that's why if you see all my live streaming, I'm talking about like, I'm not talking about religion, I'm not talking about politics, because like we never gonna agree on anything, you know, on that. What we gonna agree on is we can be friend, we can be making connection, we can do business together. In our prophet was saying that alayhi salatu salam, Muhammad alayhi salatu salam, he was saying that like, it's, you know, you believe in what you believe, I believe in what I believe, and like, you know, and we can do business with Jew people, you can do business, you know, with people, with Christian people, with everybody. It's not, you know, it's not something that like you need to like, you know, bothering yourself with like this, you know. And yeah, like people are different, you know, like for instance, before like we were talking about India, I was like just saying that like I was watching like people from India like were like grabbing hairs like that, and it's funny video, you know. And like I love it that like, you know, Yashi was like taking defense about India. She told me no, it's not all India is like that. And like I was like, yeah, yeah, I know, Yashi, not India is like that. Not all Indian people are like that. I know for a fact. It's like just I was like just saying that like, you know, I watched those video and I didn't like it the way that they were going extreme, you know, on like, you know, trolling and doing all of those stuff. So like I cannot be saying that all Indian people are bad, you know. I cannot be saying that. So it's not, you know, it's not just one person who gonna like, you know, destroy all like, you know, a nation. Like no, like I'm Algerian for instance. I represent Algeria for instance, and like if like I'm a bad person, you're gonna say that all Algerian people are bad. And it's the same in religion, it's the same, you know, in everything. So that's like, you know, we can be friend, we can be brother sister, we can do business together, we, you know, we can collaborate together, we can do a lot of stuff without like asking like what is your religion and stuff like that. It's not your religion, it's your relationship between you and God. It's private. It is private. Why it's private? This is your relationship between you and your God. You don't gonna like saying to me what you asked God for. That's your relationship. It's private between you and God. It's like, you know, when you have like your relationship with like someone, like it's private. It's not it's not shareable, you know, with like it's, so yeah, it's private between, you know, you can pray, you know, between you and God, like that's it, without like, you know, talking about like your religion. And see like the people who are like debating those subjects, I'm so sorry, they are like just angry, and they have some problem inside themselves, you know, they are hurt, they have something, and they are trying to blame something, blame religion, blame the government, blame, you know, countries, blame this and that, you know. But like if you focus fully that, like, you know, it's up to you, it's up to you to change your life, your habits, you know, your habits, all of those stuff. So Yusuf Billah. So you see, like, it's up to us. It's up to us. It's not your religion, it's not your country who is like responsible for your growth or anything like that. It's like your work, the action that you're gonna do, you know. And yeah, like, you know, the people are like, you know, trying, you know, to debate those stuff, trolling, all of those stuff. Like, they are like, you know, like having like this smile when they troll someone and like making him angry. And I don't know, they have a problem on themselves. They are hurt in the inside. They need to seek for help. I'm not saying that they are crazy people. No, they need to communicate. They need to talk about what is hurting them. When I'm seeing someone trolling me, I understand immediately that he's hurt inside. He's having something inside them, inside himself, and like he never dealt with that, so that's why he's hurt. So like I'm just saying, you know, I don't know, like I will, yeah, you know, I read, you know, yeah, I can, you know, I gonna screenshot it, that like respect for you, I gonna read it, okay? Love others as you want to be loved. Relationship must be built before we speak about personal beliefs. Like, maybe شو حط شارجر. Wanna charge my phone. عندي منديل لك يوسف. That's me in the corner. John Carlson, I know that you are hurt and you wanna blame them prophet who is like he was like he's not like even here like with us, like crazy as you are sounding, you know, you wanna blame someone like from like I don't know like which century, like crazy, like that's crazy. John, and you don't deserve that name of John, you know. It's not good to make fun of any religion, but those person who are like doing that, I swear to God, Jordan, that they have something on them. They have something on them. Thank you for deleting that piece of shit. Thank you, team. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, team. Thank you so much. Jordan, yeah, indeed, yeah. It's not good to talk about any religion. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not bringing any subject about that. I swear to God, like guys, like I'm talking about motivation, discipline, lesson of life. Growing or growing on YouTube, like how to create, how to get subscriber, all of like I have like subject, a lot of subject to talk about. Yeah, it's like chunk. Yeah, we must just we must stay focused on love and not hate. Yeah, yeah. Team, when I quit hating, I swear to God, like I get to discover a new me, a new me. When I quit hating, I was having a issue with with my sister, for a long, long, long period of time. Like I was hating on her, and I was poisoning myself. I was poisoning myself by doing that. See, like team, I was poisoning myself. I was hating, and I was not knowing that like when you hate someone, you're gonna drink that poison. So now I liberated myself from that. I'm getting angry sometimes from someone who's like, of course I'm a human being, but like I don't have any hate for anyone. And this is beautiful. This is the growth that I was needed. That like I don't want to like project my fear, or my my unfinished. I don't know like how we say that, like projecting my fear, my inefficiency, if like I'm not able to do something, and like blaming. Sorry if I'm losing my English a little bit. It's about loving, not hating. It's about loving, not hating. Yeah, just sigo. I'm not Muslim or Christian, but still I'm giving to every religion. That's Jordan. Jordan is saying, he's not Muslim, he's not Christian, but still I'm giving to every religion. See, Jordan can talk about in bad about religion, but he's not doing that. He chooses to not do that because he's smart. He know that like why I'm gonna do such a thing, because like he has a lot of gold. I know he has gold. He's smart. He's like he's just like nah, no, guys. There is some people who are like like different, just different people. Free life. Hate is useless energy that only hurting you. I swear to God, that energy is only hate, only like draining your energy. Like if like I'm waking up, like I'm hating someone, and like I'm seeing him. The moment that I'm waking up, I'm seeing that person. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare because like my biology gonna change when I'm getting seeing this person. But when you don't hate anyone, imagine that, like let people hating you. Let like there is a book of like the art of being hated. The art of being hated. It's an art, to you know I'm okay with like being the bad person, and like being judged, and like get free of the opinion of people. That's it. It's not up to us if if people gonna loving us or people gonna hating us. It's not in our control. That's the first thing that you need to understand. We gonna do the action, you know. I'm gonna put the smile on my mama. I'm gonna helping, you know, my circle. I'm gonna do beautiful stuff, good stuff, you know. But it's not up to me, it's not in my control if you know, if my mama gonna loving me or gonna hating me, you know. Like for instance, it's just an example, you know. It's not up to us. Like get rid of the opinion of other people, and like don't hate, and avoid all of those negative, you know, thinking, behavior, whatever. Like avoid those stuff, they are draining all your energy, you know. You get to lose all your energy by doing that, and it's not even important, and it's not like giving you any like any good benefits. So why we gonna do that? Like it's nonsense, like, you know. What you think about people who saying bad thing about women? I think that, like, you know, saying bad stuff about women, you know, woman can say bad stuff about man, you know, and like like the story gonna never end, because you know there is no one who is perfect, you know. So not talking about women, you know, because like we are born from a woman, you know. So we are born from a woman, so we need to respect women, you know. A woman is powerful also, you know. Well, you can see like a woman like is like your mother, is like educating like maybe like five, you know, five of your like your brother, sister, like, and like she's like, you know, talking bad about women, and understanding that like you have a sister, you have you have your you know, you have your mother, you know. Hate has no place in any belief system that claim to love a higher authority. I love that team. I love that a lot. I love that team. Hate has no place in any belief system that claim to love a higher authority. And you need a higher authority. It's very, very healthy. A higher power to believe in. And like I'm choosing Allah, you know, God. The person you hate is living his, her life, and you lead your life in misery. Yep, I agree with you. I agree with your free life. I fully agree with you. The person you hate is living his or her life, and your life is a misery. See, that's hate, and we need to talk about that, you know. It's a poison. All of it, it's a poison. It's a poison. Yeah, I talked about hate. It's a poison. I talked about, you know, any negative, you know, behavior, or you know, stuff like it's not healthy for you. Hi, Timothy. Timothy, what's up? Timothy, you have IG or anything like that? We stay connected, bro. We stay connected on anything you want, you know. I don't know if like I can be writing my email here. You asked me about my email. Are you like just emailing? Free life, exactly. That is why forgiveness is a healing tool. Forgiveness is a healing tool. Listen to this. That's why forgiveness is a healing tool. Yeah, guys. You know, sometimes like all the resources like are on us. Sometimes you are lacking resources, that's for sure, you know, some really weird stuff. But sometimes, you know, all the resources are on us, you know. It's up to you, you know. Sometimes like you know, you need to say sorry, and you don't want to do that because your ego, you know. So I talked about that like we need to work on every aspect of our life, relationship, spirituality, your work, your hobby, you know, working on your creativity, your relationship, all of those stuff. So that's why habits are very very important on that. You can be reading a self-help book in the morning, working out, this is your fitness, praying, it's your spirituality, staying with your mama, talking with her, like making her laugh, this is your relationship. Like for me, I need to be married again, like I need to seek for a wife, like that's a relationship. I'm working on that. We need to work on every aspect. That's why I said, like, also balance is very very healthy for us. Balance, because like when like your life is balanced between your work, your hobbies, your relationship, your fitness, everything. That's balance is very very healthy. So yeah. Very very grateful, guys, that like I'm alive and that I'm talking with you. I swear to God, guys, that like it's been now 3 years that I had this heart attack. I was gone. I was gone. I never thought to myself that I'm gonna survive. I never thought that I'm gonna survive because it was very, very, very hard. My bones were destroyed from the inside. I felt my spirit was like, trying to escape my body, and yet, like God said that, like it's not your time, and it's all bonus for me. It's all bonus for me. I'm living like a bonus. And from that, I get to know, like, really really know people. Timothy, I have no thoughts of negative toward you. Yeah, Tim is a great, great, great person. A veteran military from San Francisco, and all people are like great here, like. So I'm living a bonus. So from that time, like, I saw people. I was laid down on the hospital. I did the surgery in my heart, and I saw how people. I'm coming to you, Jordan. I saw how people like were like behaving and not caring about me. Like I was like taking opinion of people a lot, and at that time, like I discovered that like I don't need to take any opinion of anyone because nobody cares about me. Is like, if nobody cares about me, I have the right to not care about them. See, my daily routine, oh my God, like I wake up, basic stuff like showering, all of those stuff, going for a long walk, reading book. Like after that, like when I'm returning to home, I called my friend, like my partner, and like we like I start to to count like the merch that we are like buying, and like stuff like that. So about work, and like staying with my son, maybe going outside, stuff like that. Like I have motorcycle also. I can sometimes like going for going to the beach, or like having like a good, beautiful good moments, playing video games, chilling, staying with my friend. And yeah, like healthy habit at that time. I I'm focusing on my health a little bit. So like I'm still in my heart, just to, because like the doctor said to me, you need to be patient about like working out. So like that's like why I'm not like having all of like those healthy habits. He's doing great, Timothy. Thank you so much. He's doing great. He's doing great. Music. We all grow at different time. Growth is uncomfortable. You are incorrect. You are loved from thousands of miles away. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yet I'm incorrect as you are saying. It's okay, bye. I'm going to study. Take care, brother. Take care of yourself, bro. Take care of yourself and like wish you the best. Thank you so much for your presence, Jordan. It's meant a lot for me. It's meant a lot. Thank you so much. And Timothy, shout out to Timothy W, Timothy, Jordan, all of you guys. Thank you so much. You know, without you, I will be not doing this life. You know, and yeah. Guys, the person who didn't double tap the screen, please double tap, not the hearts, double tap the screen. Yusuf, 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 Timothy said to you hi. لا أحسن Yusuf. Timothy said to you hi. Say hi to Timothy. هلا بك. صحيح؟ Yeah, yeah, team. Of course. Thank you, team Timothy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's mean a lot for me. It's mean a lot for me. It's meant a lot for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful gift. She's with her grandparents. She's gonna like come and like have like some moments with me here, like you know, maybe staying with me like for a week or something like that, like fasting together. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have two, my son and my daughter. And you, team. I never asked you. Yeah. Guys, I'm coming. عشان الكاميرا لسه نحتوى عشان only okay. Guys, yeah, my sound was like not on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I told you like I'm gonna end the live. I will be live again. You know, in 1 hours. I'm gonna rest a little bit. You know, and we're gonna talk again. And maybe I'm gonna stay for 3 hours. You know, in a row, because I need that. I need to swim every day. And thank you so much for your presence, for your watch time, and I'm sorry if like I ever like messed up with you or anything like that. I'm so sorry, guys. I love you so much, and take care of yourself. Have like a great blessed day. Goodbye, guys. Yeah, Simoti. Yeah. Goodbye. Take care of yourself, guys. Love you too, team. Thank you so much. Goodbye.